and ongoing community initiatives continue to drive the Higan's growth, ensuring that the benefits of development extend well beyond the life of the mining project. Following the end of its mining operations last June 2024, its commitment to mining beyond compliance remains the very heart of the company. This commitment ensures responsible decommissioning and rehabilitation by implementing a careful, well-planned process of closing the mine and restoring the land and surrounding environment to a safe, stable, and productive condition. The mine closure process follows a structured and well-planned timeline in accordance with the guidelines issued by the Department of the Environment and Natural Resources and the Mines and Geosciences Bureau from planning and consultation with its stakeholders, including the LGUs, host communities, and other regulatory agencies. With the support of the municipal government of Carrascal and the community, a forest ecotourism park will be established as the project's final land use, paving the way for a sustainable socio-economic future, environmental preservation, and long-term community benefit beyond mining operations. So this is not just a rehabilitation project. It is where an industrial site into a sanctuary for biodiversity and a new engine for local economic growth through ecotourism. On top of all this, the larger question that needs to be answered is, what does mining beyond compliance look like for us in the future for the Barangay Dahican and for the municipality of Carrascal after the mine closure? What lies for the community outside the mining operations? The answer is very key. A future already laid out. For socio-economic development, the company has provided sustainable livelihood projects to various civil society organizations. Fish aggregating devices or payaw that increase fish catch of fishermen, bigasan ng barangay of women's organization, bamboo production for the Higan Integrated Bamboo Planters Organization. All these civil society organizations were provided complete TESDA skills training and enterprise development capacity building initiatives. Construction of various infrastructure projects from farm to market roads, pathways, electrification, install solar street lights, construction of Roman Catholic Church, construction of water system level 3, and other infra projects. For education, from year 2010, there are a total of 43 scholars of CTP-CMC in Barangay Dahican who have successfully graduated in tertiary education. These graduates have become professionals who are now serving back to the community. Others are employed in the mining industry. Others also are employed in the government. A commendable 64% increase in enrollment rate was observed in elementary and secondary level, with the provision of the school buses to ferry the students to schools every day. And the social impact assessment further revealed a 26.05% increase in college enrollee, or a total of 207 in 2024. For health and social welfare. Furthermore, the provision of medicines and medical equipment to Barangay Dahican is more than just a support. It is an investment in the health and well-being of the community. By ensuring access to essential medicines and proper medical tools, we empower residents to live healthier lives, respond effectively to emergencies, and prevent illnesses before they escalate. By subsidizing a community midwife in Barangay Dahican, the company has ensured that expectant mothers have access to skilled, compassionate, and timely care throughout pregnancy, delivery, and postpartum period. Supporting the health of mothers and newborns is vital for the growth and resilience of a community. So first, partnership and governance. When it comes to partnership and administration and governance, it is evident that the company has strong alliances and good relationship between the local government unit, both of the barangay and the municipality and the community members. In fact, we have representatives to the CDWG or to the RSNC. We have also an active representation or participation in the monitoring of environmental compliances through our representative in the multi-partite monitoring team. Based on the result of the social impact assessment, people of Barangay Dahican bestowed a very high satisfaction rating to CTP-CFC company, very high rating to Community Relations Office, and very high rating to the implementation of CTP-CFC SDMP. These results illustrate that CTP-CFC approach to partnership and governance goes beyond compliance, emphasizing genuine collaboration, transparency, and a shared vision for a sustainable and resilient Barangay Dahican. To sustain our legacy beyond mining, in order to sustain this legacy, no undermining operations cease or end, there is a need to ensure rigorous monitoring of all rehabilitated areas and strengthen the livelihood initiatives we have built with the community. This is how we safeguard progress, not as temporary gain, but as a lasting commitment. Barangay Dahican now stands as a model of genuine transformation, proof that responsible mining can be a catalyst for prosperity, resilience, and hope, guided by the company's vision to build a legacy that endures even after extraction ends. We continue to work with the community to guarantee that what we have started will not fade, but will grow stronger through the time. Through these sustained efforts, the company has ensured that development does not stop with the mining life ends. Rather, it evolves into a future where Dahican thrives on its own strength, become self-reliant or independent. It can have its own identity and its own sustainable foundation. As we reflect on the journey of CTP-CMC in Barangay Dahican, we are reminded that responsible mining is more than a series of operations or compliance with regulations. It is about people, partnerships, and a commitment to leaving a lasting positive impact on the community and the environment. So kung nakikita din natin na they have an increased local income or share in the national wealth. Imagine they have 91 million in a year. We must also ensure that the local officials, the barangay officials, has the capacity to manage their resources. The biggest challenge is to strengthen their capacity so that they can continue governing with the people. So this is Mayor Carascal, I stand before you with pride and conviction. We are witnessing a transformation. What we see in Barangay Dahican is more than compliance. Improvement, it is empowerment, it is legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and marajaw karajaw. Mabuntag sa ating tanan.
Maraming salamat, Mayor Joseph Ram.
Mining Corporation na tunay na nagbibigay ng malaking ambag sa kaunlaran ng ating komunidad. Sa loob ng panahon ng kanilang operasyon sa ating barangay, nakikita natin kung paano nila sa nabuhay ang responsableng pagmimina ng kanilang prinsipyo ng mining beyond compliance. Sa tulong ng kumpanya, nagkakaroon tayo ng ang kaunlaran tulad ng mga kalsada na nag-ugnay sa ating korok, mga pasilidad ng edukasyon at kalusugan, at mga programang pangkabuhayan para sa ating residente. Hindi lamang nila tinutukan ang operasyon ng mina, kundi pati na ang kapakanan ng bawat pamilya sa ating barangay. Ang kanilang mga inisyatiba sa ilalim ng Social Development and Management Program STMP ay nagsilbing tulay upang mapalakas ang kabuhayan, edukasyon at kalusugan ng ating mga mamamayan sa pamamagitan ng kanilang aktibidad at proyekto. Napatunayan ng CTPC na posible ang isang minahan na may malasakit sa tao at sa kaligtasan. Ngayon matapos na ang pagmimilan kanya sa ating lugar, dala natin ang mga proyektong kanilang iniwan. Mga proyektong patuloy na pinabangan ng susunod na way nagsilbi itong inspirasyon ng iba pang kumpanya sa gawa ng pagmimina ng may puso, tinga at malasakit sa komunidad. Maraming salamat sa Technical Construction at Mining Corporation sa inyong patuloy na pagmamahan at sa inyong tunay na pagtatak sa aming barangay. Mabuhay ang public, mabuhay ang barangay.
Once again, thank you, Mayor Joseph Rahal, for your presentation, ensuring really that no one is left behind in Barangay Dahican, Carascal, Surigao del Sur. Ladies and gents, our next session promises to be both insightful and timely as we explore the crucial role of governance in sustainability. We are honored to welcome ASEC Antonio Tonboy R. Tabora Jr., the Presidential Assistant for the Cordillera Administrative Region, who will be discussing ensuring sustainability, growth, and progress in government. With his wealth of experience in public service and policy implementation, ASEC Tabora will shed light on how our government leaders can drive sustainable initiatives that benefit communities today and the generations to come. Please join me in giving a warm welcome to ASEC Antonio R. Tabora Jr.
Thank you very much for that kind. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to us. All of this, we would like to thank each and every one of you for coming to this conference. 71st National Mine Safety and Environment. By profession, I am a mining engineer. Baka nabibigla po kayo. Classmate ko po ang presidente natin dito na si Luis Sarmiento, graduate po kami ng Mapua Institute of Technology. However, he practiced his profession as a mining engineer. Ako naman po, hindi naman po nag-practice dahil sa napunta po ako ng negosyo at saka na and politics. Yun ang role na napuntahan ko. Kaya merong talk dito noon na sinasabi nila kung bakit nagkukulang ang mga mining engineer dahil sa kung saan sila napupunta. Like Tony Boy Tabora who went to politics and to business. So it's glad to see more delegates who are present here today. Do we have students from the mining industry? Geologists? Meron ba tayong mga estudyante po dito? Wala. Sabi mo, Louie, meron. Okay. So, anyway, around 45 years ago, I was one of them, together with Louie. And I never thought that I will be back here talking about mining. Siguro, ang sinabi ng nasa taas, hindi ka siguro mag-practice, pero pumunta ka na lang sa local government at doon ka mag-exercise ng kaalaman mo para makatulong ang local government, ang gobyerno sa mining industry. Distinguished guests of PNCM, headed by the President, Luis Sarmiento, our Ambassador Anna Terry of Sweden, industry partners, government colleagues, fellow mining engineers, environmental advocates, and valued community representatives. A pleasant good morning again. It is an honor to join you at this 71st Anmsec, a gathering of continuous shaping the responsibility of mining practices across our nation. This year's theme, Mission Impossible, Building Strength, Alliance. Parang ganda, Mission Impossible. Parang kala ko, dito na pala, Louis, sino ba nag-isip dito? Perfectly captures our sector's most embraced, and it will want to move forward with both strength and integrity. Last June 22, October, the President himself was a keynote speaker of the mining conference, which was held in Grand Hyatt Hotel in Manila. He was the first sitting president to attend such mining conference. Kaya kung ganyan, nakikita ng presidente natin na mayroong importansya sa mining. And he called defining messages of mining sector. He calls for unmistakable mining must uplift communities, protect the environment, and support natural progress. Because of this, mining should build communities, not burden the communities. As I quote what I said yesterday with Ambassador Perry of Sweden. You know, Mr. PA, in our country, in Sweden, we are not a rich country. However, what she said was because of mining, that is where the income of the nation comes from. Kaya advanced po ang kanilang mining industry sa Sweden. Thank you for that sharing that with us, Mr. Madam Ambassador. So most probably, we will be following your steps. But of course, the challenges here is much greater. We have the challenges within the community. We have the challenges within the environment and also with the local government. Anchored on this national direction, our mission becomes clear. Develop mineral sectors that is transparent, inclusive, climate resilience, and globally competitive. The government is taking concrete steps for streamlined, science-based permitting. Mapapa-shortcut kung kaya natin tapusin lahat na ganyan na hindi masyadong delaying. The alignment of community development programs with long-term sustainability goals. To strengthen the participation of the indigenous people in decision-making of benefit sharing. These efforts from the back of our sector must be built in accountability and trust. We have here representatives from MCIP, the fellow workers in government. We have here representatives from LGU who are present here. In a talk a while ago between Mayor Joseph Urel and Mayor James of Zambales, we can foresee that in their small community, cooperation between mining companies, the community, and the indigenous and the people will really develop towards a progressive community. Kaya magandang example po yung may nangyari sa Carrascal, Surigao, and of course, Zambales. We hope that most of us here can emulate what they are doing. That definitely means that the cooperation between the community, the local government, and of course the mining industry can be of development to a certain stage, just like what they did in Sweden. As a mining student graduate, I understand that excellence in this industry is never accidental. It demands discipline, innovation, and a strong commitment to safety and environment stewardship. It also requires listening to the communities and ensuring that their needs of concern shapes and decisions. When this principle guides us, mining becomes a genuine force for development, creating jobs, supporting local industries, generating revenue for the development of community and the nation as well. This gives the Philippines an extraordinary opportunity, but only if we move forward with professionalism, responsibility, and world-class standards. In Cordillera alone, which consists of Benguet, Mountain Province, Ifugao, Kalinga, Apayao, the 6 provinces here in the Cordillera that it's very well known for its natural resources and the watersheds. Responsible development is an opportunity. It is essential. Our office works closely with local government, national agencies, and IPs to ensure progress, respect culture, heritage, protect the environment, and genuine benefit host communities. The region has long shown that when partnership are grounded in respect of transparency, mining can coexist culturally identity and environment preservation. In a research, you might be surprised. The largest production is not in large-scale mining, sad to say, but from the unabated, illegal, small-scale mining in our country. Small-scale mining operation continues to proliferate from all over gold districts from the country, namely the Baguio district area, Benguet, Mangkayan, Bacon, Itugon, Atok, Tuba, and also Mountain Province, Apayao, and Abay. The Bicol region, Camarines Norte, Camarines Sur, and Masbate. The Visayas, Leyte, Negros, Samar. In Mindanao, you have there the Surigao del Norte, Zamboanga del Norte, San Francisco de Walwal, Davao de Oro, Bukidnon, in Pantukan. So it's already widespread. Small-scale mining in these areas are no longer. Earlier, the small-scale mining used to pick and slew the minerals, while now at this point in time, they are already using drills, dynamites. Yan ang po ang katotohanan na nangyayari. Kaya lumalabas po na mas malaki po ang income ng small-scale mining ay isa sa income ng small-scale mining kaysa sa big-scale mining. In process, it is not limited to natural sluicing. Just what I had said example again. Examples of methodologies are in Bicol, Benguet, and many parts of small-scale mining in Mindanao. In Benguet Mountain Province, the estimated product of gold small-scale operation is practically 80 kilos of gold daily. This is only here in operation of Benguet and Mountain Province. What does that mean? 80 kilos converted to ounce is 579 ounces of gold daily, or 15,000 of gold monthly, for an approximate of loose revenue for around 4 billion plus per year. Losing 1.5 or 1.6 lost excise tax on the district alone on the government side. Small-scale mining are marginal sectors of society. The reason government is tolerating the small-scale mining operations. Small-scale mining operations in the country today is financed not only by the small-scale miners, but even it went to the extent of the big financiers. The small-scale miners are those who do the sluicing, the gold in riverbanks, but the remnants of the small-scale plants operation. Illegal small-scale mining operation don't apply for any permit. They dig the tunnels, put up illegal CM plants, and use the rivers as their tailing ponds, which means na sinisira ang ating environment, uncontrolled mining. Some about large-scale mining. The large-scale mining project that takes 10 to 15 years to perfect a permitting process to start a mining operation. That takes a long time. Masyadong matagal. Kaya lumalabas na yung ating mga financiers, yung mga gusto mag-invest into mining, nawawala na po sila ng gana. Lumalabas na lang sila at naghahanap na lang ng ibang lugar kung saan sila pwedeng mas makatulong. Kaya nga ngayon, sa speech ni President Bongbong Marcos, ang kailangan po natin dito ngayon ay magtulungan ang community, magtulungan ang mining industry, at magtulungan ang mga local government units. Although the country is rich in mineral endowment, investors shy away. That is the reason because it takes 10 to 15 years before they actually operate the mining. In the meantime, small-scale financiers laugh on their ways, on their backs, and for their own profits. The small-scale corruption in the country has already attracted Chinese and other foreign scrupulous investors in these illegal mining and CN processing operations. So, in a talk with the President, ang gusto natin as an example, the government, local government, the mining industry, and the community, the IPs, should work hand in hand for development. Wherein this is also a very good example on what happened sa Zambales in the talk of Mayor James and also Mayor Joseph of Karasicari. Kitang-kita po natin kanina ang presentation natin. Ang kailangan po tulungan. We should in the talk of with the Secretary of DNR yesterday. We should try to do a big brother, small brother relationship. Yan po ang kailangan natin para masenso tayo. Allow me to emphasize, no reform, no policy, no technical innovation can succeed without commitment in the people in this room today. So the mining companies lead with integrity and accountability. The regulators, the LGUs, enforce standard consistency and fairly. To the communities and indigenous people, your voice guides development decisions. To PMCA, for 71 years, you have been a guiding force in promoting mine safety and environment and responsible operation. To my fellow mining engineers, your expertise carries with an ethical responsibility to safeguard both lives and landscape. Together, all this alliance from the core of Mission Impossible should be achieved. The President has made it clear that the era of unchecked extraction is over. What must rise in its place is an industry where people, prosperity, and the planet move forward. This is a collective mission. This is our shared responsibility with our strong alliance, technical excellence, the sincere commitment, and in the future of our achievement. Thank you very much to all of us. Mabuhay ang mining, mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat.
Thank you po, Asik Tabora, for that insight about ensuring sustainability, growth, and progress in government. This time, as we continue our journey toward understanding sustainable development, we now turn our focus to the important initiatives of the Philippine Retirement Authority. We are privileged to have with us Attorney Joseph John Veterano, who will share his insights on PRA initiatives for sustainable development. Through his expertise, he will guide us on how the PRA is contributing to sustainable practices that not only promote economic growth, but also ensure environmental responsibility. Let's give a warm round of applause to Attorney Joseph Jan M. Medera, the Assistant General Manager of the Philippine Reclamation Authority.
Good morning po, distinguished guests, partners, and attendees of this mining summit conference. Allow me first, before I begin my presentation, we are Philippine Reclamation Authority. I'm joined here today, first time po ng mga directors namin. So I think I have to acknowledge the presence of our General Manager and CEO, Engineer Cesar Shador Jr., Director Eli Ildefonso, Director Mario Espinosa, and Director Lito Smaro. Short background lang po. Before my presentation again, I would like to present the organizers of this conference for inviting Philippine Reclamation Authority, and also an opportunity for PRA to present itself and to introduce itself and its contributions to the industry. Before I start, Philippine Reclamation Authority, which is previously known as the Public Estates Authority, is the central coordinating agency of the government for all reclamation projects. And under EO 74, the approval of all reclamation projects were delegated by the President to the PRA Governing Board. We are a government-owned and controlled corporation and also a government instrumentality. We exercise both regulatory and proprietary functions. And as a regulator, this is the first time that we are now, as a mining permit holder, being regulated by the Mines and Geosciences Bureau. So my presentation would be not as a regulator, but as a applicant or a permit holder of our government seabed quarry permit in Cavite. By the way, if I'm not mistaken, at present or in the just recent past, we are the only government agency into mining. And our mining is a seabed quarry mining in the province of Cavite. Okay, next slide. My presentation, or outline of my presentation would be the project background of our GSQP. Second, winning the hearts and trust of communities. And then implementation of best practices, sustainable development programs, and lastly, PRA's initiatives for Bagong Pilipinas. Next slide. As I've said a while ago, we are both regulator and proprietor, and as such, because of our accumulated land holdings, we landed in the top 1,000 corporations in the 2024 edition of Business World, top 1,000 corporations. And we came out number 1 with 89.86 billion of revenues for 2024. Now I go to the project background. We are the proponent, Philippine Reclamation Authority. Our permit, type of permit is government seabed quarry permit, denominated as GSQP OMR 001-2008-4A, meaning the site is in Region 4A or Calabarzon. The size, napakalaki po, 9,966.77 hectares. Location, It covered 5 municipalities and 33 coastal barangays, covering Rosario, Tansa, Naik, Ternate, and Maragondon, all of the province of Cavite. Here is the plotting or plan of our GSQP. The green one is our phase 1. It's a 5,000 hectare GSQP with ECC of its own. And then the second one, the purple, this is for 5,193,774 hectares with also a separate ECC, but with the exclusion of 227.88 hectares of protected area. That's why we have a total of 9,966.77 hectares. Next slide. In order to win the hearts and trust of the communities, we formulated and implemented our social development and management program. Before we started this SDLP program, we had a number of dialogues giving importance to the voices of the locals. Here the pictures are Fisher folk leaders of Barangay Logan Stanza Cavite in the local government unit of Barangay Cavite during our dialogue for the implementation and development of our SDLP. Next slide. Also, we had engagement of community stakeholders through localized consultation. In the pictures are consultations with the Alliance of Tansa Coastal Area and also the IEC, the Information, Education, and Communication Program to the fisher folks of Naik Cavite. By the way, these are the direct impact stakeholders of our GSQP. Next slide. One of our programs under the SDLP is the Trash to Rice program. This is a program wherein PRA allocated funds for the seed money for the purchase of rice in exchange of collected PET bottles. So this is a sustainable project of PRA because after the seed money given by PRA, the income from the sale of PET bottles were the ones utilized for the purchase of new stocks of rice in exchange for the PET bottles to sustain the program. In the picture, this is the Trash to Rice program in partnership with Amaya Elementary School in Barangay Amaya, Tansa, Cavite. In this project alone, we had collected PET bottles of 199,362 pieces. In exchange for that, total kilograms of rice of 1,484 kilograms. And the total family beneficiaries are 150 families. Next slide. On the other hand, with our partnership with San Juan Elementary